Addressing the plenary meeting on the theme Advanced Methods in Social Integration as part of the 7th Global Forum of the UN Alliance of Civilizations, Azerbaijan's First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva said it was an honor for Azerbaijan to host such an important forum, expressed her confidence that the forum would contribute to the development of constructive dialogue and enriching civilizations. Noting that the theme of the session was of great importance, Mehriban Aliyeva touched on the global migrant problem, urbanization, climate changes, increase of youth unemployment in some countries, spoke about our country's experience in solving these problems.
Azerbaijan, while being an ancient land, is at the same time one of the youngest members of United Nations. Having restored the independence, which was lost at the beginning of the 20th century, Azerbaijan has become a full member of the UN on March 2, 1992. We have passed a 25-year-long path of state-building process. Most what you can see in Azerbaijan today have been achieved during this period. I will not bring today any economic indicators or statistical figures. Azerbaijan, we are a very open country and our economic and social achievements are well known. Of course, we are very proud to such fast progress. We have managed to achieve significant transformation of the economy and ensure its integration into the world economic system. We have built an effective system of governance at all levels of public life. Reforms have been undertaken in the field of science, culture and education. And we have managed to implement all of this relying on the rich human potential of our nation.
Mehriban Aliyeva spoke about Armenia-Azerbaijan Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, said 20% of our territories had been occupied, 1 million people had become refugees and internally displaced, 900 settlements, 150,000 houses, 693 schools, 975 kindergartens, 695 clinics had been destroyed, more than 40,000 unique museum exhibits and materials, 4.6 million books and manuscripts lost from 927 libraries. Azerbaijan's First Lady expressed her gratitude to all UN agencies for supporting us in terrible times. Mehriban Aliyeva spoke about the conditions created by the state for refugees and internally displaced people.
We have managed to maintain the most important asset, that is the human capital of the nations. Even in refugee camps, public schools, including music schools, continue to operate. All humanitarian state bodies functioned without interruption. Children attend schools, teachers were teaching, doctors were treating patients. These daily routine works have instilled a sense of hope for tomorrow. This was one of the most reliable and effective methods of social adaptation of people who have lost everything. In subsequent years, government has done and continues to do everything possible for normalizing of these people's life. We have managed to eliminate all tent camps and build modern housing settlements for refugees and IDPs. These people are provided with job and social welfare benefits. Young generation received access to the modern education. Speaking in the medical terms, all of these efforts to help people were only palliative treatment. The person who finds himself or herself in a refugee status loses its personal identity. One can create for them ideal conditions for living, but nothing can replace their longing for native land and house. Elderly dream to finding last rest place in their native land. Youth wants to return to their ancestors' lands. I believe that every one of us can understand these human sufferings and agree that for the lasting solution of this problem, it is important to have the liberation of the occupied territories and return of people to their homes. No matter what kind of social adaptation we speak about, we must clearly understand that Karabakh and Syrian, Iraqi and Afghani refugees and IDPs carry in themselves not only physical losses and difficulties. Recovering from psychological traumas, and hurt souls requires much more time and efforts. We must unite our efforts so that the existing conflicts could finally reach their resolution, so that no new epicenters of conflicts appear in the world, so that the number of refugees and IDPs does not increase. The least everyone can do is to try to understand these people, is to try to feel their pain, their tragedy as our own pain and own tragedy. Compassion should become a real instrument for the resolution of human sufferings.
Azerbaijan's First Lady also talked about the projects of the Heydar Aliyev Foundation, said those projects covered various spheres. She said the foundation had built a good model of cooperation between the government, NGOs and businesses. Hundreds of schools have been built, repaired. The foundation has kept in the focus of attention children deprived of parental care and children with disabilities. Moreover, the foundation has cared for the people with disabilities, and this practice has also been realized successfully in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Hungary and other countries. As part of Azerbaijan, the Address of Tolerance project, Heydar Aliyev Foundation is contributing to the reconstruction of Catholic and Orthodox churches and synagogues. For the first time in Vatican's history, Azerbaijan, which is a Muslim country, restored catacombs of St. Marcellina and Pietra in Rome, several ancient churches in different regions of France. This is connected with our country's commitment to the values of tolerance.
Our country is multinational, multi-religious country, in which representatives of all religious and ethnic groups are citizens of the country with equal rights. Religious and ethnic tolerance, which is now accepted in the progressive world as an important pillar of democracy, has become a norm in Azerbaijani society. It is with sense of pride that I want to note that historically we have never had cases of discrimination or animosity on the national or religious basis. Though the majority of people are Muslim, Christian, Jewish, and other religions are also represented. There are 649 religious communities in Azerbaijan, including 24 non-Muslim. For example, we have a settlement of Krasnaya Sloboda in Guba district, which is one place in the world where mountain Jewish live together. High level of social tolerance towards all segments of population is an indicator of developed society. I think that one of our most important achievements is the existence of level of high social tolerance in Azerbaijani society today.
Mehriban Aliyeva said Azerbaijan was optimistic about the future because there was belief in the human potential in Azerbaijan, ending her speech with a quote by Albert Einstein: "The life of the individual has meaning only insofar as it aids in making the life of every living thing nobler and more beautiful. Life is sacred. That is to say, it is the supreme value to which all other values are subordinate." Mehriban Aliyeva expressed her confidence that the forum would produce successful results. Moderator of the plenary meeting, President of the UN Correspondents Associations, Gianpaolo Pioli, said social integration was the problem of not only less developing but also developed countries. In this regard, it is very interesting to learn experts' attitude towards this issue. Studies conducted in the sphere. Co-founder and representative of the San Patrignano Foundation, Letizia Moratti, thanked the Azerbaijani government for high-level organization of the event. She said the problems in building inclusive societies could be solved first of all by ensuring youth employment. This will keep the youth away from bad habits. Moreover, gender equality and more serious approach to the migrant problem are important in building inclusive societies. Letizia Moratti said those problems could be first of all solved where they exist, and rehabilitation of social problems reduces risk of repeat of such cases. Former Foreign Minister of Spain, Miguel Angel Moratinos, thanked the government of Azerbaijan for organizing the event. He also expressed his gratitude to Azerbaijan's First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva for her valuable speech. He said dialogue among civilizations was one of the serious problems causing concern of the world. Miguel Angel Moratinos said social activities were of great importance in fulfilling this mission. Moratinos said prevention of terrorism on the global scale must be number one issue in political programs. Expresses confidence that Baku Declaration of the 7th Global Forum would help solve all problems. Turkey's former Minister for European Union Affairs, Egemen Bagish, said Baku Forum showed once more that peace and dialogue among civilizations was possible as regards social integration Egemen Bagış underlined that Armenia must take steps to restore peace with Azerbaijan, otherwise social problems in Armenia will lead to the emptying of the country and increase of poverty. Given information about the social programs realized in Turkey, Egemen Bagış said all social programs must be focused on family. Then the meeting continued with discussions. The speakers put forward the platform of developing education, spoke about the necessity of applying modern technologies.